Thousands of people are marching against the loss of abortion rights for American women. Protests are largely peaceful. This is the scene on Saturday in St. Louis, Missouri, one of the first states to ban abortions. Demonstrators stopped traffic on freeways in Los Angeles. While in DC, hundreds of people on both sides of the issue gathered outside the Supreme Court. There was unrest in some places. Around 20 people were arrested in New York. In Arizona, police fired tear gas to disperse protesters outside the Capitol building. And at a pro-choice rally in Iowa, one woman had to be taken to hospital after a truck ploughed into protesters. Activists are warning the consequences of the ruling will be severe for some women.
Justices on the Supreme Court have manufactured a crisis for half of the country. Those people with means and resources, financial and family support and community support, they may be able to find the procedures. And right now, 1 in 5 women, 1 in 5 people who can have a child will have an abortion. 1 in 5, so it means it could be your sister, your cousin, it could be you. And for many, without those resources, without financial or community support, either will find ways to injure themselves, go underground and find illegal providers, or will have forced and unwanted pregnancies.
Because of this threat, women politicians are urging the president to declare a public health emergency.
This is part of the Republican Party's dark vision for America. They want to roll back every possible right that has been earned over the decades.
We're not going back. We're not going to be treated as second-class citizens, and we're dang on sure not going to be treated as property.
But not everyone is upset by the decision. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Republican representative for Georgia, where a new law is set to be put in place that will ban abortions around the 6-week mark. That's when many women discover they're pregnant, so it effectively outlaws the procedure altogether.
I am overjoyed. My heart is really full and just absolutely thrilled that the Supreme Court justices overturned Roe v. Wade with their Dobbs ruling, and I think this is a real answer to prayer and the beginning of the real work for the life movement in America.
For some activists, this ruling doesn't go far enough.
Well, in Florida, we have the abortion is now going to be limited up to 15 weeks. But I want to see it to 0 at all, no abortion at all. That all the abortion mills here in Florida be completely closed.
Some clinics had to close down on the spot, leaving women stranded. Even in those that can remain open, emotions are running high. This clinic in Kansas is worried about the future. Their Democratic governor is up for re-election this year.
We are fortunate enough that access is currently protected here in the state of Kansas, but we know that we are going to see even more out-of-state patients than we have been, and that access for people in our surrounding states and for people here in the state of Kansas who can no longer get appointments is going to be very severely impacted. Performing abortions today of all days definitely carries more meaning with it, and you feel the importance of this work.
Pro-choice activists are vowing to press on in the fight for abortion rights. But with around half of the states expected to apply some ban on the procedure, they have a tough battle on their hands. Faith Orr, Arise News, New York.